What's going on YouTube and IGTV? Xavier back again with another video. First off, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I definitely enjoyed my weekend. I want to thank my boy Surge Dragon for letting me spend the night at his house this past weekend. Hopefully I get to do it again depending on my work schedule. And I also want to give a shout out to my boy Mike Henry before I get to the topic of this rant. I want to give a shout out to my boy Mike Henry for shouting me out in one of his rants that he did earlier this morning. Earlier this morning, he did a rant talking about Game 1 of the 1991 NBA Finals that aired 28 years ago yesterday, June 2nd, 1991, 15 days before my birth. The 1991 NBA Finals lasted from June 2nd to June 12th, 1991. And it was between Magic Johnson and the LA Lakers versus Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. With, of course, Phil Jackson as the coach of the Bulls and Mike Dunleavy as the coach of the Lakers. How did these two teams end up in the 1991 NBA Finals? Well, the Lakers beat the Trailblazers in the Western Conference Finals 4-2, while the Bulls swept the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals for 4 games in a row. I'm thinking to myself, damn, how did the Bulls sweep the Pistons for 4 games in a row in the 1991 Eastern Conference Finals? I wouldn't know because I wasn't born yet until the 17th of this month. So, the Bulls lost to the Lakers in Game 1. What was it, 93-91. As Michael Jordan missed the buzzer beater with like 3 seconds on the clock in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. But the Bulls got back at the Lakers for 4 games in a row. They beat them in Game 2, 107-86. Game 3, 104-96 at overtime. Game 4, 97-82. And Game 5, 108-101. And the Bulls became the 1991 NBA champions. This was Michael Jordan's first NBA championship. Then he won 2 more championships before he retired from his NBA career. Then a year later, he started playing minor league baseball a year after his father was murdered in a robbery. That is until 2 years later, he won 3 more championships in his comeback in the NBA before he retired 20 years ago for the second time. So now we got that out the way. It's time to do a recap of this past weekend's games between yours truly, the Houston Astros, and the Oakland Athletics. The Astros swept the Athletics for 3 games in a row. They beat them on Friday 3-2, Saturday 5-1, and they barely beat them yesterday 6-4. When it came down to the 9th inning and it was a tie game, they took the game to 3 more innings. The 10th inning, both teams didn't score anything. 11th inning, they didn't score nothing. Then the 12th inning, the Astros finally scored and the game was over. 6-4. The Astros are now 40-20. Tonight through Thursday, they take on the Seattle Mariners before they head back home Friday through Sunday to take on the Baltimore Orioles. Then they take on the Milwaukee Brewers next Tuesday to next Wednesday. Then from June 14th to Father's Day, June 16th, they take on the Blue Jays. From my birthday, June 17th to June 19th, they take on the Cincinnati Reds. June 20th to June 23rd, they take on the Yankees. June 25th to June 27th, they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Then they take on the Mariners again, June 28th to June 30th. Then they take on the Rockies July 2nd to July 3rd. Then they're back at home taking on the Angels July 5th through July 7th. And that's all the games I'm going to read for now. Oh, wait, you know what? Let me read the rest. A few of them. They take on the Texans Rangers. Texas Rangers July 11th to July 14th. Then once again, they take on the LA Angels July 15th to July 18th. So yeah, let's see if the Astros can sweep the Mariners tonight through Thursday. I know they swept them once, but let's see if they can sweep them again. And Astros, you barely dodged a bullet yesterday in your third game against the Athletics. Because when it came down to these extra innings, I'm like, when does this game ever come to an end? Because I thought a baseball game is over when it comes to the ninth inning. But it was a tie game, and they took the game to overtime for 3 more innings until the Astros finally scored, and they won 6-4. So, Astros, you got lucky. You barely dodged a bullet. And I can't wait to watch y'all tonight through Thursday in Seattle against the Mariners, before they head back home this Friday through Sunday, taking on the Baltimore Orioles. But in the meantime, that's going to wrap up my rant about my thoughts on this past weekend's games between the Astros and the Athletics. And a little recap from my friend Mike Henry's rant about Game 1 of the 1991 NBA Finals between the Lakers and the Bulls. Let me know what y'all think. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Hit subscribe if you like the content. Click on the notification bell for the next video. And I will catch you tomorrow for part 15 of my gameplay of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It's about time to watch the Astros Mariners game and the season premiere of Cops right now on the Paramount Network. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Go Houston Astros.